You're talented. You're hardworking. You might even be the smartest person in the room. And naturally, you want to show that off. Right? You want your boss or your mentor to see exactly what you're capable of. But here is the paradox. Your excellence is exactly what is putting a target on your back. In Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power, law number 1 is never outshine the master. Now, I know what you're thinking. It sounds like a rule for cowards, for people who want to play it safe. But today, I am going to show you why. It is actually the ultimate move for those who stand strong in their long-term vision. Before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why. A lot of people hate this law because it feels like shrinking yourself, like you're being told to be less than you are. But I want you to shift your perspective. Standing strong doesn't mean being a doormat. It means having so much internal security and strength that you don't need immediate validation. Weakness is needing everyone to know you're the smartest person in the room right now. Strength is knowing you're the smartest and choosing the exact moment to reveal it for maximum impact. If you're built on a solid foundation, you can afford to play the long game. You're not hiding your light. You're strategically dimming it so you won't burn the bridge you're currently standing on. Let's look at the classic example to see how this plays out. Nicolas Fouquet was the finance minister for King Louis XIV of France. He was brilliant, wealthy, and charming. When the old prime minister died, Fouquet was sure he was next in line. To prove his worth and impress the king, he threw the most magnificent, overthought party in European history at his brand new estate. He wanted to show the king how capable and successful he was. And what was the result? The king felt, ouch, he felt small in his own kingdom. The very next morning, Fouquet was arrested. He spent the rest of his life in a dark prison cell. He didn't lose because he was incompetent. He lost because he was too good, too brilliant, too openly. He forgot that the master needs to feel like the sun, not a flickering candle standing next to them. So, how do you apply this in the modern world? How do you stand strong while staying in the shadows, so to speak? Here are 3 practical rules. First, make your master appear brighter. If you come up with a brilliant idea, don't just present it as your own. Frame it as building on something they said. For example, building on what you mentioned last week. I had an idea. You get the results you want, they get the ego boost, and you get closer to that promotion. Second, disguise your effort. Never let them see how hard you work. If you make excellence look easy and effortless, it's impressive. But if you make it look like you're trying to take over their job, it's threatening. And third, use the selective flaw. If you are naturally much more talented than your superior, occasionally ask them for advice on a minor, harmless area. This small act gives them a sense of mastery and makes them feel safe and secure around you. I want to leave you with this important mindset shift. This law is all about emotional intelligence. Most masters, whether they are bosses, CEOs, or mentors, are secretly insecure. When you outshine them, you trigger their deepest survival instincts. But when you make them feel secure, they become your greatest supporters. By standing strong in your own worth, you don't need the spotlight today. You are building a foundation of trust and indispensability. And eventually, you won't have to worry about outshining the master. Because you'll become the master. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. We're going through all 48 laws, and you don't want to miss what's next. Standing strong means playing the game better than anyone else. Would you like me to break down law 2? Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.